And today we've decided that this doll needs a new outfit. This was her one before that she was wearing. And she's just wearing a nightgown. So we're going to compare her, make her a new dress using this nightgown as a guide. I know the nightgown is just about as long as we want it. So we actually want to make the shirt a different color than the skirt for it. And we're going to make the shirt pink. It's like a silky pink. And then we got the same type of fabric, just a different color. It's kind of like a tie-dyed color for the skirt. And so first we're going to compare it to this. And I'm going to actually fold this dress in half. And like fold all the stuff underneath because that's about all the shirt that we need. This is just for the top. And we're just going to make the shirt about that big. And I'm actually going to trace this with a marker onto the fabric. I'm actually going to trace underneath the arms because for the arms I'm just making straps separate. So I'm actually just going to make like a tube top for right now. And I'm going to just cut out a long rectangle. That's probably the best bet right there. Just make a long rectangle and cut it out. Make a tube top. And then after I get done making the tube top and I know it's going to fit the doll, then I'm going to make some straps to go across the shoulders on the doll. And that's just how I'm going to do the shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Actually, going to go ahead and pull the camera down so you can see this. And what I'm going to do is just make sure it's long enough. So I'm going to use this to make sure it's long enough. It's going to start right here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that now. And then I'm actually just going to flip it over so that it's long enough to be the front and the back of the shirt. Okay, so I've got that, and then I'm going to put that off to the side, and I'm going to just make a line straight across on the top. I'm going to use a ruler to make sure it's straight. Zara's over here singing and playing with a little toy snake spoon. Going to make this a lot longer than I drew it because I want to make sure that it's exactly the length that we want it. So I'm going to go ahead and make it longer than what I intentionally drew. I don't know why I said intentionally. And then I'm just going to make the other bottom line. Just a real long rectangle. Fold it up. See? And now I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Okay, so I cut out the long rectangle. It doesn't matter about how the sides look because we are actually going to end up hemming the sides down anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and compare it to her. I'm going to put her arms down like this and just like wrap it around her. Make sure I have enough space, which I do. I have plenty of space. And it's going to go on her like this. We don't need tape, baby. I'm going to end up cutting it off and hot gluing it, remember? I'm going to make it underneath her arms like this. Okay, and that actually comes to a perfect length. And we'll just make the skirt for the bottom. And then we're going to make some straps for over the shoulders. Okay, so I went ahead and I'm going to go ahead and cut off the extra. Mommy's phone was on the charger. Okay, it's fine. Just leave it there. Okay, well, her daddy took my phone off the charger and put his on. Oh, well. I'm going to go ahead and cut off some of the extra. I still want a little bit of extra on the side. So I'm actually just going to cut off. Here, let me show you. I actually have this much extra. But I'm only going to cut off like this much extra. So it's not as much extra. I'm just going to cut off some. Like that. And so we're going to leave this part here alone. Now while we do the straps. For just a second. We're going to go ahead and
go potty.
Go ahead and go potty, babe. I'm just going to go ahead and see there's a big long rectangle strip here. I'm actually just going to cut that like that. And just, there's my long rectangle strip for the sleeves. I'm actually going to cut this in half for the sleeves and use it like that. Okay, so I've actually got now 2 long strips for the arms. So I'm going to go ahead and compare it back on her. I'm going to put this bottom half on her. Like this. And just wrap it around. And that's literally all I need for that. But then I'm just going to take one of these long strips I just cut and compare it. I'm going to give it a little bit of extra in the back. And then it's going to go around to the front. And I'm going to give it a little extra in the front because I'm going to glue it under. And just cut that off. And then I'm actually going to use, I might as well just use the same one for the next side. And do the same thing. I'm going to leave a little extra for the back. And then a little extra for the front. And cut the extra off. So now all I have is 3 rectangles. Like this. There's 2 like this. About the same size. Doesn't matter if they're exactly the same size. And then this is going to go around her. Like this. I'm actually going to make sure that the side with the drawing where I drew is going to be the side that I'm going to hem on, and I'm going to glue it on and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and hem it. I'm going to fold it up like this, and I'm going to hot glue it all the way around the edge, and then I'm going to do that to, I'm not going to do that to the bottom of it. I'm just going to do that to the top of it because the bottom of it's going to actually be connected to the skirt, so that part doesn't matter. But I'm going to go ahead and fold it down like this and glue it on. Okay, so I went ahead and did that. I just put dots of glue all the way across, the hot glue. And this is what it looks like in the front. So you can't really tell that it's been glued. It's going to look really nice and neat that way. And I'm actually going to do that to both sides too, to make sure that it's just folded down and glued, so it makes it more of a clean finish on the sides. Okay, so this is how it looks so far. See, the bottom is very stringy. I'm actually going to cut off a little bit on the bottom because I don't want all them strings hanging off. But this is how the sides look. That's why I kept a little extra on the sides. I wanted to be able to fold them over and glue them. And when it's together, it's just going to look like this. So it's really cute. I'm actually going to put some snaps on the side. I'm actually going to put 2 snaps here and here, so that we can just unsnap it, snap it back whenever we want to take it on and off the doll. I'm going to go ahead and measure it on the doll so I know where to put the snaps and things. I'm not using Velcro, I'm just using sewable snaps, I'm going to use hot glue instead. I mean, see, there's still a little bit that comes over on the side. It's still a little bit extra than I need. But I'm not going to cut it anymore. I'm just going to put the snaps where I need it to fit the doll perfectly. I'm just going to do that. And then now, after I got it on her, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the straps and see where I need them. But for the straps, I'm going to hem them up too. I'm actually going to just pull them down on the sides and make it more of a clean finish by doing the same thing like I just did on both sides to both straps, and just fold them down like this and glue them each like that so the straps look like that at the end. Okay, so I got my two straps and I compared them like this to make sure that they was the same thickness. It doesn't matter how long they are because I can always, I'm just gluing it to the inside of the shirt anyway, so that part doesn't matter, but this part here does. Just as long as they look like they match. These two match actually perfectly, and I didn't even measure it until after I glued it. Please don't do that. If you do this, it just doesn't always work this way. So just measure them together and make sure that they are the right size. Now I'm going to go ahead and see where I'm going to need one strap. I'm going to put her arm down. And I'm just going to compare it like this over the side to make sure that it's the right length, the right size I need it, and where I need it. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and glue it down. So I'm just going to use the hot glue. And you gotta work fast with hot glue because it dries super fast. So just put that in there. And it just like, see, it's glued onto the back, underneath of the shirt. And then I'm actually gonna do the same thing to the front. And then we're just gonna glue it to the front of the shirt and make sure that it's in the right spot. And I'm just going to glue it the same way. And I'm going to do that to the other side too. Okay, so this is how her top is actually going to look when it's finished. And then the skirt's going to come off of that. But what I'm going to do is I got these snaps. They're actually sewable snaps, but I'm just going to glue them. And I'm only going to use two. Oops, I actually just dropped one. Oops. Kitty, kitty, the cat's going in your way. I'm sorry. Say hi, kitty, kitty. You say hi? Come on. Thank you. He decided to get in my video. Sorry. I'm only going to use two snaps, and they just come apart like this. And they just snap on and off. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue them on where I need them. One at the top up here, and one at the bottom down here. I'm going to do that real fast. I'm just going to use the hot glue. You can always sew wherever I have hot glued. You can sew to make it more stick better for longer periods of time. But this is just a fast thing that I don't know how long the kids are going to play with it or whatever. But you can always sew wherever I have glued. Okay, so I went ahead and glued the snaps on, and they just look like this. And they just come over here and snap right on exactly where I need them to go. And there's that part. So now all I gotta do is make her a skirt, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be very careful when I'm doing the snaps because I did glue it, not sew it, and they're supposed to be sewed on. But I'm just gonna go ahead and glue them because they work just as good. For me anyway. They might not work for you like that. I'm going to go ahead and start on the skirt. And what I'm going to do for the skirt is this is the fabric I'm going to use. I'm actually going to cut it to a lot longer, quite a bit longer than what I need it on here. Because what I'm going to do is make ruffles in the skirt as I'm gluing it to the bottom. And I'm going to make sure that it's as long as I need it. So I'm going to go ahead and compare the skirt to her. Well, the shirt, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and compare the shirt, put the shirt back on her. I'm not going to snap it. I'm not going to snap it right now. I was going to snap it, but I don't think I need to. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm just going to compare how long I want it. I want it to come up to like her knee. So with the shirt on, I'm going to go ahead and compare. And I'm going to make it a little bit below her knee so that I know that it makes it above her knee once I fold it over. So I'm going to make it like on her knee. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it about this long. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and like cut it from here all the way down. I'm going to cut a really long rectangle out of this fabric. I'm actually going to mark it where I want it. I'm going to mark it on the inside of the fabric so it doesn't show on the outside, because this is the side that's going to be shown. I'm going to just use it this way. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it really long. It doesn't matter if it's perfect cuts. None of that matters. I'm just going to make it long enough to where I can have quite a few ruffles in it. You don't have to make the ruffles, but I like the ruffly look. It kind of looks like the dress that I'm wearing now. It's got ruffles on it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut it out, and I really did not make it even at all. Like at all. I'm going to go ahead and hem it down on this side to make it all even. Because this is going to be the bottom of the dress down here. Make it all even. Just across like this. And then the rest of it's just going to be glued to the inside of the shirt. So it's just going to be ruffly. Because it's a lot longer than the shirt is. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and hemmed that all the way across. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut off the extra on the side. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do after, because I'm not going to play the video again after that. Let me see if I can. There we go. Now you can see it better. Now this is the bottom of the shirt that we made. And I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm going to actually hem this shirt up a little, because I actually forgot about it. I'm actually going to put this on the inside of the shirt, not on the outside, because it's got this white part there. I'm going to put it on the inside like this after I hem this up. And then I'm going to put the snaps on it. And then you guys will see, I'm only going to put one snap on the skirt part. And then you will see the finished product. Okay, everybody, this is my new baby. Her name is Krista. I call her Krista. She's a little baby. She wanted to come over here and see me for a second. This is little Krista, everybody. You say hi? Krista, say hi. Okay, I'm gonna let her go. Okay, I realize I'm probably gonna have to show you this part here. So what I'm gonna do is just glue it here, and then ruffle it and glue it, and ruffle it and glue it, and just keep doing that all the way across to make some ruffles in the skirt and make it like a tutu type dress. I'll go ahead and show you what I mean. I'm going to glue it here and do it this way. And then I'm going to like just make a little ruffle. And I'm going to glue this part, the ruffle part, to itself, and then glue it to the shirt. And I'm just going to keep doing that all the way across so it looks like a tutu, if that makes sense. Hello, and this is our finished product. Isn't that skirt That dress is so cute on her. I actually just put a clip at the bottom. I should probably, I don't know, maybe put another clip on the inside, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I like how it looks here. It looks really cute, really ruffly. And that's all for our video today. Thank you for watching. And please like, please subscribe. I can see a little bit of, this side's a little longer, so I might fix that. But for right now, we'll see you guys tomorrow.